City Council passed a new law that would make it a civil offense to hang out at transit centers if you're not riding the bus. This involves two of the three transit centers, Government Square and Oakley. Mike Shell joins us live from near Government Square with the very latest on this.
Yeah, Rob, the vote was unanimous, 9-0. City leaders say they have heard the complaints from those who take the metro on a daily basis and who just want to be able to sit down while they wait for their ride to come.
You can't hang out here all day and loiter. It's not the purpose of a bus stop.
Hundreds of Metro bus riders pass through their three transit centers every day, and there are times they can't find a seat because they are taken by people who are just hanging out or a homeless person using the benches as a bed.
These transit centers are meant for people to take the bus. And people who should be sitting on the bench should be people who are waiting for the bus, as opposed to hanging out there all day.
City Manager Cheryl Long says there are other people that are in the bus stop that are maybe smoking, maybe sleeping on things, maybe just accessing it for not the purpose of getting on the bus. The ordinance is the same for streetcar stops, where the city's Department of Transportation and Engineering makes it a transit center zone where loitering is prohibited. Vice Mayor Jan Michelle Lemon-Kearney says it's not as simple as telling a homeless person just to move.
Folks are sleeping on the benches, which means they might be unhoused and need some resources. So how do we do this in a way that's compassionate and also effective?
Mark Jeffrey says the rollout of the new restrictions will happen in 3 phases, starting with no loitering signs.
The first step is the sign. You need to move on. The 311 people trying to get them into services. And then if people are insubordinate and say no, officer will come and say, look, I demand you have to leave.
The vice mayor says Metro customers have a right to a seat while waiting for their bus, but the city has an obligation to find resources for those who don't have a place to live.
People who are unhoused are our citizens too. And so we have to be compassionate with them and also be mindful that there are people who want to ride the bus who need a place to sit.
This anti-loitering law will also apply to Metro's bus rapid transit stops when they are up and running. The first one will be along Reading Road in early 2028. Now that this ordinance has passed, I am told enforcing the new rules will begin within the next 30 days. Officers will first give the person a warning, and if they still refuse to comply, they could be fined up to $150. Live downtown, Mike Shell, Fox 19 Now.